guys, this is Amanda and let me give you guys a little introduction about myself. So in today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys my career change from teaching to medicine, as well as a little bit of my academic background and why I chose medicine, as well as how I got into medicine. Okay, so let's start from the very beginning. So I graduated from accountancy and I do not have any science background. I mean, I do have, but it is just a very basic science background, as in Singapore it is compulsory for all students to take science. So during secondary school I actually took physics and chemistry. So what we learned was those basic things like force, F equals to ma, and the periodic table, things like that. Not too intense. So the reason as to why I chose accountancy in the first place
was because it is the best subject. And I always got really high in accounts. So gradually I just decided that okay, since I did well in that subject, I should continue with that path. And that was why in tertiary studies I didn't go to college. I actually went to a tertiary institution which is called a polytechnic in Singapore, where it is more hands-on, where we have project works, presentations and things like that, instead of pure memorization in junior college. So after I completed my polytechnic and got a diploma in accountancy, I continued with my degree in accountancy, and along the way I had been doing some tutoring as a part-time job while studying. So while I was studying accountancy, I did some compulsory internship and I had to work in the office doing some auditing as well as some accounting stuff basically. So I did not actually enjoy the job. It was really boring. Like, all I have to do was to stare at the computer for the whole day, and it's just really bad for my eyes. And I don't know, I'm the kind of person who I prefer walking around. I'm the kind of person who prefers a job that is not so mundane. And so right after I graduated from accountancy and got my bachelor's in accountancy, I actually went on to the education industry because I happened to see a job, an open post for a teacher. So I applied for it and I got in, and I spent the next 4.5 years teaching students English, science, Chinese as well as accounts. And so the reason why I wanted to go into teaching was because I've always preferred a career which will allow me to give back to the society, to contribute back to the society. And I've always loved helping people, and that was why I actually worked in various learning centers which was catered to those who are financially less fortunate. So I had students, so most of my students were either single family or were suffering from autism, or who were dyslexic as well. And most of these students do not actually have enough money to hire tutors to improve their studies. So these learning centers were also subsidized by the Singapore government, and all they had to do was to pay a very small sum for their tuition fees. So you must be wondering, after working in the education for about 4.5 years, why did I choose to leave teaching? Because as a teacher, you have to raise your voice as you are teaching a class of 20 to 30 students, and it is very draining. And I actually find it really draining as I'm using my internal energy. And I used to work from 12 to 9:30, and sometimes even from 9:30 in the morning to 9:30 at night if there is a shortage of teachers. So you can imagine the amount of energy required and how tired I will be after the whole day of teaching. and I was a workaholic. I used to work about 6 to 7 days a week. And yes, you can imagine how tiring it is to be raising my voice the entire time for the whole day. Another reason why I left teaching was because I personally find teaching quite a boring job as well, because as teachers we are teaching the same syllabus again and again for all these years. Say for example, if I have 5 grade 6 English classes this entire week, I'll be teaching the same exact syllabus 5 times this week. And if each lesson is 2 hours, which means that I'll be teaching 10 hours of the same exact syllabus. Oh, look at Pebble. Aw, he wants some huggy. Okay, so yeah, I find teaching quite monotonous, and I am someone who prefers a little a more challenging environment. So that was when I started thinking whether or not I should change a career. But why medicine? Okay, so this is just a very brief introduction about myself. So if you enjoyed this video, do leave a thumbs up and press the subscribe button below to show some moral support to this new YouTuber right here. I will be really grateful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!